Breaking news. Here are the top headlines for today. AgriGold scam relief measures in Andhra Pradesh. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act bill assurances. Telangana extends industrial land conversion applications. Expenditure on Prime Minister's foreign visits. Rajya Sabha clears Jammu and Kashmir appropriation bill. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Competitive Edge's Daily Current Affairs series. Today is 7th August 2026 morning. We are here to help aspirants of civil services, APPSC Group 1 and 2, UPSC, SSC, RRB, Bank PO exams, Police SI and Constables, Junior and Degree College lecturers. Let's dive straight into the news. Moving on to news related to state, Andhra Pradesh. AgriGold scam relief measures in Andhra Pradesh. The Andhra Pradesh government has directed officials to accelerate the auction of properties belonging to the AgriGold group to disburse compensation to victims without delay. Background: the AgriGold scam was a massive multi-crore financial fraud that affected lakhs of depositors, particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, through collective investment schemes. The state government warned of strict action against entities attempting to stall relief through court litigations. Instructions were issued to fast-track property auctions to clear pending dues of depositors. The focus remains on prioritizing small depositors who lost their life savings. Iron ore mining project in Prakasam district. Following Pollution Control Board consent, APPSC and JSW Steel are set to fast-track iron ore mining in Prakasam district. Joint venture partners, Andhra Pradesh Mineral Development Corporation and JSW Steel. JSW Steel holds 89% stake in the joint venture. Beneficiation plant capacity, 1.35 million tons per annum of high-grade concentrate. Project expected to be operational by early 2028. National Kamadhenu Cattle Breeding Center in Nellore. The National Kamadhenu Cattle Breeding Center in Nellore secured sustained water supply, boosting its advanced biotechnology research infrastructure. Background: the center houses a state-of-the-art in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer technology laboratory aimed at genetic improvement of indigenous cattle breeds. Located in Nellore district, Andhra Pradesh. Features an advanced in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer technology laboratory. Aims to transform indigenous cattle breeding and enhance milk production capacity in the region. Static GK, Nellore district is situated in Andhra Pradesh, famous for Nellore cattle breed. Andhra Pradesh seeks Krishna River Management Board meeting on water sharing. The government of Andhra Pradesh formally approached the Krishna River Management Board demanding an urgent meeting to address equitable water sharing and drinking water allocations. Background: interstate river water disputes between Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are adjudicated under the provisions of the Interstate River Water Disputes Act and managed by river boards. Andhra Pradesh requested immediate water allocations specifically dedicated to essential drinking water requirements. The Krishna River Management Board functions under the overall purview of the Jal Shakti Ministry. Discussions target sharing ratios and project-wise graval accountability between riparian states. Static GK, Krishna River originates near Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra, flows through Karnataka and Telangana and empties into the Bay of Bengal in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh enhances cybercrime prevention. Andhra Pradesh presented its tech-driven cybercrime prevention strategy at the 53rd Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation meeting. Presented at the 53rd Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation meeting chaired by Prime Minister's Principal Secretary Shri P.K. Mishra. Focuses on technology-driven countermeasures against digital fraud. Highlights state-level administrative accountability and governance reviews. Andhra Pradesh among top 4 in PM Surya Ghar scheme. Andhra Pradesh emerged as one of the top 4 states in implementing the Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana with over 4.11 lakh rooftop solar installations. Over 4.11 lakh rooftop solar systems installed under the scheme in the state. Secured a position among the top 4 states nationally. aims to promote renewable energy and reduce electricity bills for households. Andhra Pradesh Cabinet clears Quantum Valley Twin Towers. The Andhra Pradesh Cabinet approved 1,002.49 crore rupees for Amravati's Quantum Valley Twin Towers to accelerate capital city development. Total financial outlay approved is 1,002.49 crore rupees, aimed at boosting infrastructure, land allotment, and public-private partnership projects, designed to accelerate the development and economic growth of Amravati. Centre returns terms of reference of Polavaram-Bankachela project. The Union Government returned the terms of reference for the Polavaram-Bankachela project to the Central Water Commission and sought clarifications. Project involved Polavaram-Bankachela project. Agency reviewing Central Water Commission. Andhra Pradesh government is keen on obtaining approval for the pre-feasibility report. Centre identifies highway black spots in Andhra Pradesh. The Union Government identified accident-prone black spots on national highways in Andhra Pradesh using an advanced technological intervention. Number of black spots identified, 384. State, Andhra Pradesh. Technology deployed, artificial intelligence-based system for accident reduction and road safety. Andhra Pradesh to roll out Netanna Nestam welfare scheme. Chief Minister Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu is set to roll out the Netanna Nestam financial assistance scheme for handloom weavers. Launch date, 7th August. Financial assistance per family, 25,000 rupees. Total beneficiary families, 71,536 handloom families. General Pool Residential Accommodation Housing Project in Amravati. The central government invited tenders for constructing a mega housing project for central staff located in the capital city of Amravati. Project name, General Pool Residential Accommodation Housing Project. Location, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Total project cost, 1,083 crore rupees. Residential units to be built, 1,504 units with modern amenities. Karnataka Government and Anthropic AI Partnership Talks. Delegates from the Karnataka Government held discussions with Anthropic to establish a long-term artificial intelligence partnership. High-level meetings were led by state ministers including Shri Priyank Khadge with the Anthropic delegation. The discussions focus on building Karnataka's artificial intelligence ecosystem across key sectors. The initiative is part of the state's broader strategy to engage global artificial intelligence leaders. Moving on to news related to National Foreign Contribution Regulation Act Bill assurances. Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah assured a delegation of Christian bodies that the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act Bill is religion-neutral and lacks any intent to harass the community. Background: the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act regulates the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution or hospitality by individuals, associations, and companies to safeguard national security. Christian delegations specifically flagged concerns regarding the deemed cessation of assets clause. The Home Ministry maintained that the amendments aim to bring transparency rather than target specific religious bodies. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act regulates foreign funding for NGOs in India. Static GK. The Foreign Contribution Regulation Act was originally enacted in 2010 and subsequently amended in 2020 by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Telangana extends industrial land conversion applications. The Telangana government extended industrial land conversion applications under the Hyderabad Industrial Lands Transformation Policy till October, providing relief to investors. The application portal was reopened for a duration of 3 months starting from 1st August. Sub-Registrar Office rates prevailing prior to 5th June were made applicable for these conversions. The initiative falls under the Hyderabad Industrial Lands Transformation Policy Framework. Static GK. Telangana's capital is Hyderabad. The state was officially formed on 2nd June 2014. Rajya Sabha clears Jammu and Kashmir Appropriation Bill. The Rajya Sabha passed the appropriation bill authorizing an expenditure of 54,067 crore rupees for Jammu and Kashmir. The financial allocation totals 54,067 crore rupees. Union Finance Minister SMT Nirmala Sitharaman stayed the bill, emphasizing the centre's commitment to Jammu and Kashmir's development. The funds are earmarked to address the financial and administrative needs of the Union Territory. Static GK, Jammu and Kashmir was reorganized into a Union Territory on 31st October 2019, following the abrogation of Article 370. Constitutional references, Article 266 and Article 284 of the Constitution of India regarding consolidated funds and appropriation bills. DMK conditions on Parliamentary Delimitation Bill. The Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam laid down specific conditions for supporting the upcoming delimitation bill amid outreach efforts by the central government. Background: the delimitation exercise based on post-2026 census data has raised concerns among southern states regarding a potential reduction in their parliamentary representation due to successful population control measures. The Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam demanded safeguards for southern states that effectively managed population growth. Delimitation is constitutionally mandated to readjust Lok Sabha constituencies based on population figures. Concerns center around federal balance and representation parity. Constitutional references: Article 82 of the Constitution of India provides for the readjustment of constituency allocations after each census. Gujarat High Court observation on starvation and systemic failure. The Gujarat High Court granted bail to a woman accused of killing her child due to starvation, terming the incident a collective societal and systemic failure. Justice Hasmukh D. Suthar presided over the bail plea for Lakhibe Solanki, arrested in March. The court highlighted systemic shortcomings in ensuring access to basic food, health care, and dignity. Emphasized that extreme poverty and hunger must be viewed through a welfare and rights-based lens. Static GK, the right to food is implicitly protected under Article 21 of the Constitution of India as part of the right to life. Bihar dedicated force against illegal mining. The Bihar government announced the creation of a specialized police force to curb illegal sand mining and unauthorized mineral transportation. A dedicated enforcement unit will be established under the State Mining Department. The force aims to check rampant illegal mining and plug revenue leakages. Enhanced penal actions will be enforced against habitual offenders. IIT Madras incubated Solina's Integrity raises funds. Solina's Integrity, a deep tech startup incubated at the Indian Institute of Technology Madras, successfully raised capital for business expansion. The startup specializes in robotic and AI-driven solutions for sanitation and pipeline inspection. Incubated at the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology Madras. Funds will be deployed to scale deep tech manufacturing and market reach. Static GK, Indian Institute of Technology Madras, is located in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and is globally recognized for its vibrant startup incubator ecosystem. New Standard Operating Procedure for Real Estate Regulatory Authority Recovery. A new standard operating procedure and software have been introduced to fast-track revenue recovery in real estate regulatory authority cases. Background: the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Act was enacted to protect home buyers and bring transparency in the real estate sector. The Standard Operating Procedure operationalizes Section 42 of the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Act, 2016. Empowers Real Estate Regulatory Authority to enforce orders like civil court decrees. New software integration aims to eliminate bureaucratic delays in executing recovery certificates. Constitutional references: Real Estate Regulation and Development Act enacted by Parliament in 2016 under the concurrent list. Shortcut to remember: RERA 42 is equal to civil court power for recovery. Supreme Court grants interim bail in cybersecurity case. The SUPREMECOURTOFINDIA allowed interim bail to a cybersecurity researcher involved in a case regarding unauthorized access to computer networks. The case involves unauthorized accessing of computer networks. The petitioner is a cybersecurity researcher. Relief was granted in the form of interim bail by the Apex Court. Static GK, cybersecurity offences in India are primarily dealt with under the Information Technology Act, 2000. Constitutional references. Article 21 of the Constitution of India guarantees right to life and personal liberty. Godavari Kaveri Gundar River Link Project. The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu urged Shri Narendra Modi to expedite the interlinking of rivers to augment surface water resources. Background: river interlinking aims to transfer water from water surplus basins to water deficit basins to ensure equitable distribution. Project aims to link Godavari, Kaveri, and Gundar rivers. Serves as a long-term strategy to augment Tamil Nadu's surface water resources. Addressed to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Revision of family income ceiling for tribal scholarships. Kerala Minister Shri K. Tulsi submitted a memorandum to Union Tribal Affairs Minister Shri Jewel Oram to enhance the family income ceiling for tribal student scholarships. Memorandum submitted to Union Tribal Affairs Minister Shri Jewel Oram. Raised by Kerala Minister Shri K. Tulsi. Demand driven by rising living costs affecting tribal students. Static GK, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, is the nodal ministry for the overall policy, planning, and coordination of programs for the development of the scheduled tribes in India. Constitutional references. Article 46 of the Constitution of India directs the state to promote with special care the educational and economic interests of the weaker sections of the people, and, in particular, of the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. Urban Policing Innovation Centre in Karnataka. Karnataka Home Minister Shri Priyank Khadge announced the establishment of an Urban Policing Innovation Centre to future-proof city policing. Announced by Karnataka Home Minister Shri Priyank Khadge. Aims to future-proof urban policing against emerging security challenges. Focuses on modernization and technological integration in law enforcement. Static GK. Police is a state list subject under the 7th Schedule of the Constitution of India. Constitutional references. 7th Schedule, List 2, State List, Entry 3, Police. Bairkuppa Bridge connecting Wayanad and Kodagu. The Karnataka government issued a no-objection certificate for the construction of the Bairkuppa Bridge connecting Wayanad in Kerala and Kodagu in Karnataka. NOC granted by the Karnataka government. Connects Pulpally, Sultan Batheri, Kalpetta, and Kozhikode directly to Mysore and Bangalore. Improves interstate connectivity between Kerala and Karnataka. Technology-led overhaul of port security architecture. Union Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal called for a technology-led overhaul of port security architecture to withstand evolving security challenges. Highlighted by Union Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal. Focuses on moving beyond cargo handling capacity and operational efficiency to security resilience. Aims to counter modern maritime and cyber security threats at ports. Static GK, shipping and navigation on inland waterways as regards mechanically propelled vessels are under the Union List of the Indian Constitution. Constitutional references, 7th Schedule, List I, Union List, Entry 25, Maritime Shipping and Navigation. Parliamentary panel flags fertilizer shortage. A parliamentary committee flagged fertilizer shortages and criticized the centre's reactive responses to scarcity caused by the West Asia war. Panel called for a permanent joint fertilizer command and monitoring cell. Aims to provide continuous, real-time coordination on fertilizer supply during cropping seasons. Scarcity linked to geopolitical disruptions in West Asia. Static GK, India is heavily dependent on imports for phosphatic and potassic fertilizers, making supply chains vulnerable to international geopolitical tensions. Centre opposes income-based creamy layer in SC/ST quotas. The Union government opposed pleas seeking the introduction of an income-based creamy layer in scheduled castes and scheduled tribes reservations before the judiciary. Background: judicial precedents have previously established that the creamy layer concept is applicable to other backward classes but does not extend to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Union government argued that judicial precedents bar creamy layer application for SCS and STS. Most welfare schemes already utilize a means test excluding quotas for education and state services. Aims to ensure welfare benefits reach deserving individuals. Constitutional references: Articles 15, 4, 16, 4, 341 and 342 of the Constitution of India relating to reservations for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Interim crop insurance relief for drought-hit farmers in Karnataka. Minister Shri Shivanand Patil Tangadgi directed officials to ensure 25% interim crop insurance relief for drought-hit farmers following extensive crop damage. Directed by Minister Shri Shivanand Patil Tangadgi. 80% crop damage reported across most taluks. Administration instructed to prioritize drinking water, fodder supply, and rural employment. Static GK. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana provides financial support to farmers suffering crop loss damage arising out of unforeseen events. ITI and Polytechnic holders eligible for UG courses without +2 in Kerala. The Kerala government has permitted Industrial Training Institute and Polytechnic diploma holders to directly join undergraduate courses without passing the +2 higher secondary examination. Eligible candidates include holders of Industrial Training Institute and Polytechnic diplomas. Exemption granted from the mandatory +2 examination requirement for admission to undergraduate courses. Aimed at bridging vocational education with formal higher education streams. PM Surya Ghar scheme witnesses tripling of daily rooftop solar installations. Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy Shri Prahlad Joshi announced that daily rooftop solar installations under the PM Surya Ghar scheme more than tripled over a 9-month period. Scheme crossed more than 50 lakh beneficiaries. Announced by Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy Shri Prahlad Joshi. Daily rooftop solar installations experienced more than a 3-fold increase in 9 months. Static GK. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy is the nodal ministry at the central level for promotion of solar energy in India. Chhattisgarh High Court terms question paper leak more heinous than murder. The Chhattisgarh High Court observed that question paper leaks are more heinous than murder, using the analogy of a fence eating the crop to describe the accused's actions. The court remarked that the action of the accused is a clear example of fence eating the crop. Highlighted the severe systemic damage caused by recruitment and entrance examination paper leaks on youth employment. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act won't investigate previous funds, Home Ministry. Union Home Ministry clarified regarding the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act provisions, while Christian bodies sought specific legal safeguards. Clarification issued by the Union Home Ministry concerning retrospective application on previous funds. Christian bodies sought specific statutory safeguards under the regulatory framework. Constitutional references: Entry 9 of Union List, 7th Schedule, Foreign Affairs, Citizenship, Naturalization and Aliens. Shift to E20 petrol promotes better acceleration over mileage. Discussions surrounding the rollout of E20 petrol highlighted trade-offs between vehicle mileage and acceleration capabilities. E20 petrol refers to a blend of 20% ethanol and 80% petrol. Promoted for reducing vehicular emissions and decreasing crude oil import dependency. Static GK. India aims to achieve widespread adoption of E20 fuel as part of its ethanol blending roadmap to curb carbon emissions. High Power Committee report on Government Order 111 to be placed before Cabinet. The High Power Committee report concerning Government Order 111 is set to be presented to the State Cabinet, proposing eased restrictions with strict safeguards around Himayat Sagar and Osman Sagar lakes. Report proposes easing restrictions with strict safeguards around Himayat Sagar and Osman Sagar. Relates to the historic Government Order 111 governing protection zones around Hyderabad water reservoirs. Odisha Zero Fatality Corridors and Forgiving Roads Concept. The Government of Odisha announced the implementation of Zero Fatality Corridors and the Forgiving Roads concept to significantly curb road accidents and fatalities across the state. Background: road safety has become a paramount concern in India, with state governments adopting innovative engineering and enforcement measures to achieve zero-death targets on highways. The initiative begins with pilot projects on identified accident-prone stretches, black spots. The Forgiving Roads concept involves designing infrastructure that minimizes the severity of crashes if a vehicle veers off the road. Odisha aims to drastically reduce its annual road traffic accident mortality rate through this strategic intervention. Static GK, Odisha Capital, Bhubaneswar, Chief Minister, Shri Mohan Charan Majhi, Governor, Shri Raghubar Das. Telangana Government Review on Government Order 111. The Indian National Congress government in Telangana kept the repeal of Government Order 111 on hold pending a comprehensive committee report, following earlier litigation triggered by the Bharat Rashtra Samiti cabinet decision. Background: Government Order 111 was originally issued to protect the catchment areas of Osman Sagar and Himayat Sagar reservoirs in Hyderabad by restricting construction and industrial activities. Government Order 111 previously protected the catchment area surrounding twin reservoirs in Telangana. The previous Bharat Rashtra Samiti cabinet had decided to repeal the order to permit urban development. The current administration referred the matter to an expert committee for review. Static GK, Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. Osman Sagar and Himayat Sagar are major water reservoirs built on the Musi River. Singareni Collieries Company Limited adopts autonomous and tele-remote mining. The Singareni Collieries Company Limited decided to adopt autonomous and tele-remote mining technology to modernize its open-cast mining operations. Background: adopting advanced technologies helps enhance safety, reduce manual intervention in hazardous environments, and improve coal production efficiency. The modernization drive focuses on procuring advanced equipment and establishing local maintenance hubs. Tele-remote technology allows operators to control heavy machinery from safe, distant control rooms. The initiative targets Singareni Collieries Company Limited open-cast mining sites. Static GK, Singareni Collieries Company Limited is a government-owned coal mining company jointly owned by the Government of Telangana and the Government of India, headquartered in Kotagudam, Telangana. Lok Sabha approves legislative framework for Unified Payments Interface Levy. The Lok Sabha passed an amendment removing the legal bar on merchant discount rates for digital transactions, paving the way for potential merchant levies while peer-to-peer payments remain free. Background: Unified Payments Interface has witnessed exponential growth in transaction volumes, sparking debates on merchant cost reimbursement and payment gateway sustainability. The amendment eliminates the legal restriction prohibiting merchant charges on digital transactions. Peer-to-peer (P2P) transfers are expected to continue without any consumer fees. Aims to ensure financial viability for banks and payment service providers participating in Unified Payments Interface. Static GK Unified Payments Interface is developed by the National Payments Corporation of India, regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. Constitutional references: passed as a money bill financial amendment under Article 110 of the Constitution of India. Jones Lang LaSalle opens Global Capability Center in Hyderabad. Real estate services firm Jones Lang LaSalle inaugurated a massive 1.2 lakh square feet Global Capability Center in Hyderabad, contributing to Telangana's expanding technology and corporate hub status. Background: Hyderabad has emerged as a premier destination for multinational global capability centers, driving commercial real estate demand and employment. The facility spans 1.2 lakh square feet in Hyderabad. Provides mission-critical services in finance, human resources, analytics, and technology solutions. Telangana recorded the establishment of 150 global capability centers generating 1.5 lakh jobs within a 20-month period. Static GK, Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana, recognized as a major pharmaceutical, life sciences, and information technology hub in India. India's share in global gross domestic product at the beginning of Common Era. Union Finance Minister SMT Nirmala Sitharaman stated that India accounted for nearly one-third of the global gross domestic product at the beginning of the Common Era. Background: historical economic data highlights ancient India's dominant position in global trade, manufacturing, and agricultural output before colonial rule. India contributed nearly 32% to the global economy at the start of the Common Era, CE. The statement emphasized the historical economic resilience and commercial supremacy of ancient Indian trade networks. Highlighted empowerment of every state as crucial for contemporary investment and inclusive development. Static GK, Union Finance Minister of India, SMT Nirmala Sitharaman. Telangana tops in cybercrime management. Telangana has been ranked first in the country across 9 criteria related to cybercrime, investigation, and management. Secured rank 1 nationally in 9 specific performance criteria for cybercrime handling. Demonstrates high efficiency in tackling digital fraud and malware threats. Reflects proactive policing and technological adaptation by the state law enforcement. Static GK, the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, is managed by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Auxiliary nurse midwives oppose compulsory APPSC registration. Auxiliary nurse midwife union leaders demanded a reduction in workload and opposed making Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Health Account registration compulsory for maternal and child health care services. Mandatory Ayushman Bharat Health Account registration created operational difficulties at the field level. Auxiliary nurse midwives sought early completion of recruitment and workload rationalization. The issue highlights infrastructural challenges in grassroots healthcare delivery. Static GK, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission aims to develop the backbone necessary to support the integrated digital healthcare infrastructure of India. Telangana gig workers call for indefinite strike. The Joint Action Committee announced an indefinite strike starting 8 August to demand statutory rules and welfare boards for gig economy workers. Strike called by the Joint Action Committee from 8 August. Demands immediate notification of the Telangana gig and platform workers rules. Calls for the establishment of a dedicated welfare board for gig workers. Pochampalli ICAT products to receive QR code tags. Authentic Pochampalli ICAT handloom products will now feature quick response code tags to display weaver details and geographical indication tracking. Buyers can scan quick response codes to view the weaver's photograph, village, mandal, and loom geotagging number. Initiative implemented by the Department of Handlooms and Textiles. Aims to prevent counterfeit products and ensure authenticity for consumers. Static GK, Pochampalli ICAT received geographical indication registration in 2004 to 2005, famously known as the Silk City of India located in Telangana. Centre examines Meta systems amid IYC protests. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is reviewing Meta's compliance mechanisms following protests by the Indian Youth Congress over alleged content suppression. Protests led by the Indian Youth Congress regarding alleged content suppression on social media. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is examining the platform's compliance and algorithm transparency. Focuses on digital governance and free speech regulations. Static GK, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, is the nodal ministry for regulating information technology and social media intermediaries in India under the IT Act, 2000. Constitutional references, Article 19, 1A, guarantees freedom of speech and expression, balancing digital rights with statutory regulation. Sharp decline in UAPA cases in Kerala. Kerala recorded 0 cases under the Anti-Terror Law Unlawful Activities Prevention Act up to May of the current year, marking a significant downward trend. No new cases registered under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in Kerala till May. Indicates a sharp statistical decline in the application of the stringent anti-terror legislation in the state. Reflects shifts in law enforcement filings and security assessments. Constitutional references. Unlawful Activities Prevention Act provisions derive constitutional validity under national security exceptions to fundamental rights. Telangana releases funds for Young India schools. The Telangana government released funds for constructing Young India integrated residential schools under its flagship Free Residential Education Initiative. Background: the initiative aims to provide quality residential education to underprivileged students by consolidating facilities into modern integrated campuses. Total funds released, 1,144 crore rupees. Number of campuses under construction, 86. Initiative name, Young India Integrated Residential Schools. GTRI urges defense of Unified Payments Interface Model. Global Trade Research Initiative stated that India must defend its domestic payment models and reject policy shifts under pressure from the United States. Background: India's digital public infrastructure has seen massive adoption, driven by zero-cost regulations for users and merchants on specific rails. Organization involved: Global Trade Research Initiative. Current policy: banks and payment system providers cannot directly or indirectly charge users for prescribed payment methods. Covered payment methods include Unified Payments Interface and RuPay debit cards. Low-cost sewage treatment plant at Bamruknodala Lake. Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Protection Agency and Birla Institute of Technology and Science Goa are collaborating to set up a sewage treatment plant at Bamruknodala Lake. Executing partner, Birla Institute of Technology and Science Goa. Agency involved, Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Protection Agency. Technology used, vertical flow wetland technology for lake restoration. Project model, Corporate Social Responsibility Project. Microsoft unveils largest India data center hub. Microsoft Corporation unveiled its biggest data center hub in India amidst the rapid artificial intelligence boom. Company involved, Microsoft Corporation. Partnership: Microsoft also operates data centers with Indian billionaire Shri Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Jio. Focus area: artificial intelligence infrastructure. Meta defends compliance before government scrutiny. Meta Platforms defended its compliance measures as government scrutiny entered its second day regarding platform safety and operational issues. Company involved, Meta Platforms. Nature of meeting: high-level review lasting over an hour regarding serious platform issues. Commitment: assured continuous action to resolve compliance gaps. Vehicle retail sales surge in July 2026. Automobile retail sales across India registered a significant year-on-year growth driven by commercial and passenger segments. Total retail sales in July 2026, 25.91 lakh units. Year-on-year growth rate, 26%. Commercial vehicles retail sales, 99,666 units in July 2026 compared to 80,348 units in July 2025. Taxation Bill key changes. The Taxation Bill introduces changes concerning Unified Payments Interface, fees, electronics push, and foreign fund rules. The bill empowers the government to decide which electronic transactions will remain free and which may attract charges. Previously, Unified Payments Interface and RuPay debit card payments were entirely free of merchant discount rates. The legislation modifies existing rules regarding foreign funds and provides fresh impetus to domestic electronics manufacturing. Tadobandhari Tiger Reserve partners with Airbnb. Tadobandhari Tiger Reserve signed a memorandum of understanding with Airbnb to boost homestays in buffer villages. Background: the initiative aims to promote sustainable ecotourism and provide alternative livelihood opportunities to local communities residing around wildlife reserves. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed between Tadobandhari Tiger Reserve authorities and Airbnb. The primary target is to promote homestays in buffer zones. It aims to attract both domestic and international visitors to the region. Static GK: Tadobandhari Tiger Reserve is located in the Chandrapur district of Maharashtra and is the state's oldest and largest national park. Kerala My Police Station Reform. The government of Kerala announced the rollout of the My Police Station reform to transform police stations into people-friendly institutions. The initiative is scheduled to be rolled out starting 15th August. It aims to strengthen democratic and community-oriented policing. The reform focuses on enhancing citizen interface and grievance redressal mechanisms at the local police station level. Karnataka AI-powered Digital Crop Survey Initiative. Karnataka launched an artificial intelligence-powered digital crop survey initiative to integrate advanced technologies with agricultural data systems. The program integrates satellite imagery, artificial intelligence, and drones. It merges modern technology with the state's existing digital crop survey system. The primary objective is to support evidence-based policy-making for the agricultural sector. Karnataka Eco-Friendly Clay Ganesh Idols Directive. The government of Karnataka directed all Gram Panchayats to permit only eco-friendly clay Ganesh idols ahead of the festival. Gram Panchayats are mandated to allow strictly eco-friendly clay idols. The directive was issued ahead of the Ganesh festival falling on 14th September. The move aims to curb water pollution caused by plaster of Paris and toxic chemical paints. Rajya Sabha clears Appropriation Number 3, Bill, 2026. The Upper House of Parliament approved the Appropriation Number 3, Bill, 2026, authorizing excess grants for financial year 2022-23. Background: appropriation bills are money bills introduced under Article 114 of the Constitution of India to withdraw funds from the Consolidated Fund of India. The bill covers excess expenditure for financial year 2022-23. It includes clearance of Railway Ministry dues and debt repayment obligations. Passed by the Rajya Sabha after earlier clearance in the Lok Sabha. Constitutional references: Article 114 of the Constitution of India pertaining to appropriation bills. Niti Aayog call on land acquisition. The Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog emphasized the need to ease land acquisition laws to attract industrial investments. Land acquisition currently suffers impediments including legal challenges. The recommendation covers both industrial projects and government-sponsored infrastructure projects. Streamlining the process aims to boost manufacturing and overall capital expenditure. Static GK, National Institution for Transforming India, Niti Aayog, replaced the Planning Commission and was formed on 1st January 2015. The Prime Minister of India serves as its chairperson. National Conference reaffirms push for J&K statehood. National Conference President Dr. Farooq Abdullah reiterated the party's demand for the restoration of Jammu and Kashmir's statehood. Background: special status under Article 370 was abrogated and the state was bifurcated into two union territories on 5th August 2019. Dr. Farooq Abdullah termed 5th August 2019 decisions unconstitutional. The party highlighted ongoing protests both inside and outside Parliament. The demand centers around the complete restoration of Jammu and Kashmir statehood. Moving on to news related to international. Expenditure on Prime Minister's foreign visits. The Ministry of External Affairs informed the Rajya Sabha that the government spent 557.51 crore rupees on Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's foreign visits. Background: official foreign visits by the Prime Minister aim to strengthen bilateral ties, attract foreign direct investment, and boost India's strategic diplomacy globally. Total expenditure reported for 77 foreign visits stood at 557.51 crore rupees. Data was officially presented by the Ministry of External Affairs in the Rajya Sabha. These visits resulted in multiple memorandums of understanding across various sectors. India denies involvement in former Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina press event. Indian officials reiterated that India was not involved in former Bangladesh Prime Minister SMT Sheikh Hasina's press event, following strong protests and warnings from Dhaka. Bangladesh warned of likely ramifications on bilateral ties, calling the event an affront to sovereignty. Tensions escalated following political changes in Bangladesh that began in July 2024. Iranian official Ghalibaf criticizes US diplomacy amid Strait of Hormuz tensions. Iranian officials dismissed United States diplomacy and termed bullying a failed strategy following warnings from United States President Donald Trump regarding the Strait of Hormuz. United States President Donald Trump warned that Iran would be hit very hard if the Strait of Hormuz was not reopened very soon. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagha Ghalibaf slammed United States diplomacy. Static GK, the Strait of Hormuz is a crucial choke point connecting the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, vital for global oil transport. Diplomatic friction between India and Bangladesh over Sheikh Hasina media interaction. Dhaka strongly protested former Bangladesh Prime Minister SMT Sheikh Hasina's media interaction from New Delhi, terming it an affront to Bangladesh's sovereignty. Bangladesh government expressed outrage over media engagement by the former leader residing in New Delhi. The incident adds to bilateral friction following the August 2024 political transition in Bangladesh. Need for diplomatic reset in India-Bangladesh relations post-August 2024. Bilateral ties between India and Bangladesh have faced strain following the political transition in August 2024 and the establishment of a new government under Tariq Rahman. Slide in bilateral ties began after the political transition in August 2024. A new government in Bangladesh was established under Tariq Rahman. Anticipated diplomatic reset has remained elusive despite leadership changes. NASA astronaut Anil Menon undertakes first spacewalk. National Aeronautics and Space Administration astronaut Dr. Anil Menon successfully completed his first spacewalk outside the International Space Station. Background spacewalks, or extravehicular activities, are conducted by astronauts to perform maintenance, repair, and installation of new equipment outside spacecraft orbiting the Earth. Dr. Anil Menon undertook his debut spacewalk to upgrade the power system of the International Space Station. The upgrades are intended to support future crewed deep space exploration missions. National Aeronautics and Space Administration manages the United States segment of the International Space Station. Static GK, International Space Station orbital speed, approximately 28,000 km per hour, altitude, roughly 400 km above Earth. Dr. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy appointed as Consul General of India in Dubai. Dr. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy formally took charge as the Consul General of India in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Background: Indian diplomatic missions abroad play a vital role in bilateral trade, cultural exchange, and safeguarding the welfare of the vast Indian diaspora. Dr. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy assumed office at the Consulate General of India in Dubai. Focused on enhancing community outreach, media collaboration, and consular services for expatriates. The United Arab Emirates hosts one of the largest populations of Indian expatriates globally. Static GK, United Arab Emirates capital, Abu Dhabi, currency, United Arab Emirates dirham. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister seeks release of detained fishermen. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Thiru M.K. Stalin expressed deep anguish over the recurring arrest of Indian fishermen by the Sri Lankan Navy in the Polk Bay. Arrests by the Sri Lankan Navy disrupt the livelihood of fishermen from Tamil Nadu. Polk Bay remains a sensitive maritime zone affecting traditional fishing rights. State leadership demanded diplomatic intervention from the Union government for prompt release. Static GK, Polk Bay connects the Bay of Bengal with the Polk Strait, situated between Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. This is all for now. Let us meet again in the next session of Current Affairs. Until then, test your knowledge by attempting quizzes. If our resources are useful to you and think may benefit your friends, well-wishers and neighborhood, share the links to them. And finally, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss latest updates. Also coming soon on our channel, General Studies series, Arithmetic and Mental Ability series, and Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning. Stay tuned.